just X39, X39 and Eon?
So I've been using X39 and Eon for 42 days. Yeah.
Awesome. And what was the first thing you know? Well, what did you have going on before?
So I have lower back issues. I herniated a disc when I was in my early 20s. And then just kind of throughout the years, I would set it off for a few months and then I'd get it settled back down and then I might set it off. But, maybe 5 or 6 times from 20 to 40. And then I hit 40 and I would set it off and it would take me months to get it settled down. And as soon as I would get it settled down, I might have a couple months and then I'm very active and physical, and I would lift something or push or pull something, and I would set it off again. And so for me, it's that sciatic nerve that just runs from your butt to your pinky toe or your big toe. And about 2.5 years ago, it got really, really bad, and I could make it about till noon or 1, but as soon as I had enough compression in my back, it would just get worse and worse throughout the day. And so, I have spent thousands upon thousands. I am very holistic, so just trying to find natural things. But I've done acupuncture and massage and decompression and chiropractic care. And, at my lowest, I finally ended up doing the like epidural injections into L4 and L5. And I've been told I have like a really high pain tolerance. I've had 4 babies with no epidurals. The last 2 were almost 10 pounds, both of them. And so I think when I finally asked for that, I realized, oh my gosh, like I'm in a bad place. You get into survival mode and you just don't realize how bad it's gotten until you kind of start getting out from under it. And then you're like, oh my gosh, that was bad. And I think there were just moments when that nerve would start so bad. It's like when you'd have the flu real bad and you're like, dear Lord, just take me now because I can't keep doing this. Like it was so difficult. And so I waited like 10 days for those injections to work and they lasted 6.5 days. So I was just weary.
Oh,
I was just at kind of like, I had made a commitment about 2 years ago to myself that I'm going to listen to my body and I'm going to get it help and I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep trying new things. And thank goodness we could afford to try those things. But I finally reached out to Kristen and asked her, tell me about these patches. And, I spent I wrote it down. I spent $602.53 on a 4-month supply of those patches. The fastest shipping, all of that was in that price. And I mean, there were weeks I would spend that just trying to be able to stay on my feet and keep going as mom and everything. And so
absolutely, absolutely. Well, how long did you notice? How long did it take you to notice anything?
yeah, so I would say I wasn't skeptical so much. Like I thought they could do something, but I didn't really have big expectations. And it was probably between I wish I was keeping better track then, but it was probably between like day 7 and day 10 or 10 and 14. It was a week and a half to 2 weeks. Yeah, it was a week and a half to 2 weeks. And I got up one morning and I was like, that's weird. Like I don't feel anything. And I have consistently gotten up and not have nerve pain and not had it through the day. Um, in
Wow.
42 days, maybe 4 or 5 days, I've felt it, but it's not at a 10. It's like at a 2 and it doesn't get any worse.
Right.
And really, I felt it because I was feeling so good that I swept and I mopped and I vacuumed and I did gardening all in one day. And then I was like, the next day, oh God, I feel that. But once again, it didn't throw me into weeks and weeks of needing, to try this and try that to get it settled down. And so,
Wow, that's pretty remarkable for 42 days, really. I mean, because
yeah,
you're just getting started,
yes, I
you
can't
know?
have no idea what to expect. I told my mom the other day, I said, the biggest side effect is I don't know if it's the lack of nerve pain or that I'm sleeping better, but I have so much energy. I don't know what to do with it.
Well,
And
it's been so long since you've been able to, I don't know if you've just not had it, but it's been so long since you felt like doing anything, you
yeah,
know? So that
I
is
I sent
amazing.
Christine a text last week, I think it was, and she's like, I'm crying, but I just said, you know, it hurt for my kids to hug me. It hurt to tuck them in at night. It hurt, to do anything. And, I knew that and I lived with it, but I don't think until I didn't have it was I like, oh gosh, I think like there was even resentment in that for me of every time they needed or wanted something after a certain time of the day. I'm like, yes, I can do that for you. It's going to cost me a lot, but I can do that. And, um, about a week and a half ago, my 18-year-old asked me to braid her hair. And I was about halfway through and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't hurt. I mean, I can lean over her long, gorgeous hair for 10 minutes and braid it and not hurt. And I know that might sound, little to people, but everything I did hurt and everything cost me and it exhausted me. And now I just feel like I have my life back. And it's been, 2.5 years of getting really weary and not sure what the next few years looked like.
Wow, I mean, I think it's huge when I hear of a grandmother who couldn't get in the floor with her kids and then after patching she can get in the floor with her kids. That's awesome, but to be a mom of four and to not be able to hug your kids or tuck them in without pain and now that's gone. I mean, I think it's huge. I think
I'm
it's
so thankful.
and I know I am too every day. I'm thankful for myself for what it's done for me and Dr. Stan, but more thankful every day when I hear testimonies like yours. I mean, just a life-changing product that we have in our hands. It's just awesome. Wow. And so you said you're sleeping better. Oh, you did say something about your nails are growing a little bit too
Yeah.
fast.
Now, and my nails have always grown, but not at the same, they're not all the same length. They're all the same length. And I keep having to like clip them down because they're getting too long. And I noticed even tonight, I haven't worn mascara in a while. And I was like, my eyelash is like longer. That one doesn't usually go
Yes.
up that high. So,
Yes, and you'll
um,
notice new hair, more hair, like it's awesome. There's so many, oh, it's
yeah,
just amazing what the
yeah,
patches will do. Well, thank God that Christine made that post and that you saw it and that this has been life-changing for
yeah.
you. So thank you for sharing with us tonight and can't wait to have you back in about 6 months and see what else has changed.